In this video, we're going to be looking at Nano Banana, the most amazing image generation tool that I've seen so far. And this one's from Google, and best of all, it is free. I'm going to show you how to do one specific thing with Nano Banana, which is create YouTube thumbnails, just so that you have an immediate use for it. But it is limitless in terms of what it can do. So first of all, how do you access Nano Banana? Well, you got to go to Google AI Studio, which is aistudio.google.com. I'll put the link in the description below. And just click on Try Nano Banana. Now it is free, although if you do have a paid plan for Gemini, that is going to get you higher usage limits. And as I mentioned in some previous videos, if you are using Google Workspace for your emails like we are at Earnworthy, we actually have a plan that includes Gemini. So we have some of those advantages built in. So it's not a bad idea to look into a paid Gemini plan, or you might already have one if you're using Google Workspace. But regardless, you could still give this a try absolutely free. So you want to go to Google AI Studio, you want to click on Try Nano Banana, and that's going to bring you into this prompting window. And before we prompt anything, let me just ask ChatGPT what is Nano Banana so that we can run down some of the basics. So this is the internal code name for Google's new image generation and editing model. The official name for this tool is Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, but we can all agree Nano Banana sounds a lot cooler. So it lets you generate images from text. It also lets you edit existing photos by changing the background, the style, the lighting, anything you can think of. And the big focus is on maintaining consistency when you are iteratively editing. So if you're making small changes little by little, like, hey, I want to be dressed in a banana costume. No, change that. I want to be dressed in a spacesuit. Put me on Mars. Make me drive a sports car in, whatever you can think of, you can do with this thing. And it's very fast. That's the other cool thing about Nano Banana compared to something like ChatGPT's image generator, which is still extremely powerful, but it's just so slow. And I think what is most appealing to me and to many others with Nano Banana is the speed, and you're not sacrificing quality at the same time. So it works faster, it's more clean than previous systems, and you can do multiple turns of edits without drifting where the character or scene looks different each time. So it creates that consistent look if you're trying to do several images with the same character in it. Why it matters: it gives non-designers and everyday users powerful image editing via simple text prompts. It helps marketers, content creators do faster iterations, and it really has changed the game when it comes to image editing. And it might even be shifting the entire perception or the expectations that we have when it comes to AI image editing tools. So there's a lot more here. You can read it, but I'm not going to go into too much detail because we need to try this thing out. So let's start with a simple prompt. And one quick technique right away that I like to share, this is applicable for not just Nano Banana, but for any type of prompt that you're going to write. You can just create a rough prompt, put it into ChatGPT, and ask it to improve the prompt. And it's going to do a lot better job than if you were to just type the prompt directly into something like Nano Banana. So for example, I put into ChatGPT, make this prompt better. Generate an image of me holding a glowing banana, looking at the camera, hyper realistic, but set in the 1940s, black and white, except for the banana, centered with dramatic smoke filling the lower part of the image. Background is a jungle. Everything is very realistic, but old fashioned style, like an expedition. I made this prompt terrible on purpose because I wanted to show you the power of using AI to improve a prompt. It's kind of meta. You're prompting something to improve a prompt that you're going to then use to prompt something else, but it works really well because here's what it came up with. Ultra realistic image of a man with a glowing banana staring directly at the camera, set in the 1940s, styled like an old expedition photo. You can see this is a really good prompt right here. So we're going to copy this. We're going to go over to Nano Banana. I'm going to paste that in, and then I'm going to use a source image. I have some images of myself over here. It doesn't have to be an image of you. It could be anything, or you could just leave it blank and it'll just create a character that you describe. But let me drag one of these images, and I'm just going to say, use the attached image for the reference of the man, just his face. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Now we're going to see how fast this is. So I just clicked the button. We could see it's counting up. It's been about 4 seconds so far, so it's really fast. If this was ChatGPT, you'd be waiting like probably 2 minutes, it seems. There we go. Look at that. It is done. 13 seconds. Let's go check it out. It is looking pretty cool if you ask me. Look at that. So it got the facial expression right. It looks kind of like me. So that's from one image. And if you know anything about LoRa's and all that fancy stuff that you had to do to get an image generator to look like an actual reference photo, like a person, it was a lot of work back, just literally like, it feels like weeks ago. Now you can do it with one image. You don't have to use LoRa's, none of that stuff. And this is exactly what I was looking for. It's black and white. It's got that old school look to it. There's a jungle. It's got the glowing banana. This is so cool. And it's high quality too. So now let's say that, let's say instead of this, put me on Mars in a space suit, hyper realistic. So just to show you the difference though, I want to just do this, and I'm going to use that same source image, right? Now this one, I am just putting the prompt directly in Google AI Studio. So I'm not using ChatGPT to enhance the prompt. And let's just see what the difference is so that you can kind of see the quality here. Okay. Not too bad. Take a look at it. I'm on Mars. I'm in a spacesuit. Pretty cool. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to take that and I'm going to say, improve this prompt. I will also be attaching a source image for reference of the person in the image. Okay. Let's see what ChatGPT comes back with to enhance the prompt. So this is ultra hyper realistic portrait of the reference person. Yeah, so this is a lot better. So let's take this. Let's put it back in here. Let's put that same reference image and let's run it. See what happens. See how quick this is? And you got to learn to use AI tools to help you get better answers from AI tools. Hopefully that's a takeaway here. If you've not been doing this, it's such a game changer, not just for image generation, but for anything you're trying to do. You can always try to get the system to help you enhance the prompt. Look at that. That's a little better. It kind of looks a little weird how I'm just sort of standing there in the spacesuit. Let's say change the expression and size of the person in the spacesuit to make it look more realistic and size properly to fit in the suit. It's missing something. Something's off with this type of image because it's sort of like just taking this image and just putting it inside the spacesuit. We want to try to make it look a little more realistic. So let's see if that worked. Okay, so that one took about 19 seconds. Let's see. So it changed my expression quite a bit. It does look like a more natural fit inside the spacesuit. So take it for what you will. You can see how you can sort of play around with this and get it to do what you eventually need to do. Now, for one more, I'm going to just show you start to finish how I would create a YouTube thumbnail using Nano Banana. Now, I don't want to create the entire thumbnail just in Nano Banana, Google AI Studio, because I still like to use templates in Canva because I have a certain style that I like to do, at least right now, with my thumbnails for YouTube. But I now can use this to generate the images and just have different costumes on, and it just makes it a lot easier. So I'm going to use a different source image. I'm going to say something like, put me in a banana suit with a transparent background. So let's see what that does. And there we have it. I am in a banana suit. I'm going to download this. Now I'm over here in Canva. I'm just going to drag this image onto the canvas. It looks like it didn't actually remove the background. It just created what looks like a transparent background. So I'm going to use the Canva background removal tool. And now I have me in a banana suit that I can do whatever I need to. I'm going to just copy some of the text here. I can position this text to the back. So there, you get the idea. You can pretty much do whatever you want to do with this thing. It is insane. And you can create thumbnails. You can create just regular everyday images that you're going to use just for whatever purpose. Let me give you one more example specifically with thumbnails. So let's say I like the style of this particular thumbnail creator, this thumbnail style, and I want to create something similar. Okay, so here I put the reference image, which is the thumbnail style that I want to copy. And it says, make a version of this thumbnail, but with me, and have it say @Nicholas the Marketer. Then designers will hate this, and I should be in the banana suit, but with a scared expression. Let's see what happens. Here's what I got. Not too bad, right? It's got the design. It's got me in the banana suit with a scared expression. There's a few things that still need to change, like this needs to be me. And we probably want to get rid of this Photoshop icon. So let's see if we can do that real quick. Okay, so I said remove the PS icon and change the avatar to also be an avatar of me. It got it pretty close. It created literally an avatar of me. It did remove the little PS icon. Let's see if we can just do one more thing. Let's say replace the avatar with this. Let's see if that works. And there we go. So it took a few revisions because at first it just removed the avatar completely. I had to give it a little more instruction here, but you see, eventually you can get it to do what you're trying to do. it replaced the avatar with me, and we are good to go. So hopefully that's just scratching the surface of what you can do with something like Nano Banana. This did not exist just a little while ago, and now it's here. This technology is accelerating at a rapid pace. Remember, there's exponential growth right now with AI tools. So it's hard for humans to comprehend what exponential growth actually is. So for anyone out there who's still thinking it's going to be a while until all of this stuff is replacing jobs, and not in favor of any of that, I'm just telling you, this is the cold, hard truth of the world we live in. This stuff is accelerating so quickly. This was something you would go on Fiverr or Upwork and you would pay someone to build these custom thumbnails for you. If you had a YouTube channel, you want to have professional thumbnails, that is going away, and it's going away much quicker than we ever expected. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying that is where we are in the world. So you might as well learn these tools, understand how they work, even if you don't plan on using them. There's no harm in understanding the underlying technology. So check out Nano Banana, or maybe you already have. Let me know in the comments below what you're making with Nano Banana and what other AI tools you want to see me cover here on this channel. And if you want more AI tools, marketing tools, tips and tricks for small business owners, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.